Okay, regarding the woman with the issue. When it says that she reached out for the hem of Yeshua's garment, she wasn't just grabbing his hem. She would have been grabbing his tzitzits. And obviously that is very significant considering the meaning behind the tzitzits. And if you haven't watched my 2 previous videos, then go and watch that so that you can find out what's in it, what the meaning is. Now, what the Father told me about this is that what she did was an act of intimacy. You know, nobody just grabs your clothes unless they know you. And if they don't know you and they grab your clothes, something's not right. There could have been others there that may have accidentally grabbed his clothes, you know, because there were a lot of people who were trying to get in to see him and, you know, were calling his name and everything. And that's why, you know, the disciples were really confused as to why Yeshua was like, "Who touched me?" So I want you to hone in on that word, intimacy. Our culture and language, the English language, is very shallow. Oftentimes when we say that we know someone, really all we mean by that is that we know of them. We don't actually know them intimately. So there's a lot of people out there who know of Yahweh, but they don't actually know him intimately. This is why it's so important to study to show yourself approved and get to know him. And you gotta see it and understand it from the original culture and context and language of the word, which is Hebrew. That is the very first language that the word was written in. So what do you do when you intimately know somebody, or when you want to intimately know somebody? You study absolutely everything about them. You want to know what ticks in their heads. You want to know what colors they love, what things they love. You also want to know what they hate so that you don't end up offending them, you know. And if you intimately know someone, oftentimes you take on those same things that they despise or that they love and enjoy life together with that person. So it's really not a good practice to just be sitting there in the pews being spoon-fed everything from a preacher. You want to go and study it yourself. It's time for us to grow up, stop being like babes, study the word for ourselves, get to know the Father, and I can guarantee you all the things that you feel like you have to do out of obligation or for religious reasons will turn into wanting to do what he commands, wanting to do anything that he says to do because you love him, not because you have to, but because you love him.